Okay, so this is going to be the range part. First part, I recorded this, so I use this footage in the review, and this is what the group's looking like. It could very well be me, but it having an 8.1 trigger, and that was the average when I got a good pull on it, was 8.1 to 8.2, and I say that's a rather an atrocious trigger in my opinion, but the trigger's decent for what you're getting. But that's why they make kits like this. I usually don't aim towards putting spring kits into my guns, but over a 6-pound trigger is where my threshold is. So if it's over 6 pounds, that's kind of too much for me. So alright, here's the before footage. As you can see in that footage, I'm grouping low left, and that would be as if I'm pulling the trigger, basically trigger manipulation problems. But I can use my Smith&Wesson M2.0 and get dead center right in the middle at 6-shot group. So it has to be the trigger on this. So this is going to be the first time I shot, and here is the before. The after the spring kit is installed. Here's what the shooting looks like. Okay, this is what the first group looks like. I'm having problems with the slide lock lever locking back. I think it's because of that install. I didn't seat it right, but on the second mag it didn't do that, and this is that second group. So I'm going to record again and shoot a third group right here at the head. So beside the slide lock lever issue, it's not seated properly, and I knew that was going to be an issue when I reinstalled it. But as you can see, from 8 yards standing, that's okay accuracy for me. This is where we ended because I wasn't having slide lock issues, so I was able to actually focus on my target. These are my first 3 or 4 shots right here. Then as I was going on to have more slide lock issues, it went on. So I definitely recommend this kit. It's only $20, and you're going to get the trigger return spring, you're going to get the striker channel, spring, and you're going to get that plunger spring. It's going to be lighter, and it's just going to enhance your gun fully. Hopefully you don't have the issues with the slide lock lever. I didn't seat it properly because the wire that keeps spring retention on it, I did not click it in there properly. So I do recommend this kit. I don't recommend modifying your gun often, but anything over a 6-pound trigger is quite atrocious for me. But it's okay because it's a $300 gun, and this kit is only $20. So $20, and you're gonna be right back to an okay trigger. The trigger on it was good, actually good from factory, and the pull on it is okay. It's kind of a long pull on it, so it's still a decent trigger though. So I do recommend this kit for this gun because without it, the trigger on it isn't atrocious, and it takes away from the inherited accuracy of the gun. So I thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought, and if you have any questions, as always, let me know down below. But as always, it's been Acclaimed Sheepdog. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's going on, guys? As always, Acclaimed Sheepdog here today, and today I'm going to be taking you through the removal of the old parts and the install of the new parts for the Smith&Wesson SD9VE Spring kit. Now, of course, as you saw earlier, the gun is unloaded, so we're just going to break it down. And we're going to start off with the slide first. So we're going to take this frame out of the way, and we're going to take the spring out, take the barrel out for now. We're going to set that all over there. Thing that we're going to do is we're going to knock that pin out right there. So we're going to open a roll punch kit. We're going to knock that roll pin out of there. Throw that up on our block to finish it off. And it's out. And press on the extractor so it don't go flying out. On which you take the spring pressure off the extractor, go ahead and take out the extractor. Move that out of the way. Pull the striker back, the striker bar. Oh, there goes that plunger. Take that out. Pull this back. There you go. So once you take the extractor out, this will already be ready to fall out. Okay, so when you go to do that, this may fall out, and when you go to take this part out, what you have to do when you go to take the striker channel out, what you have to do is you pull this back and you hold on the sleeve right here, and you push up and you slide the back plate off. Then you pull that right out. Then the first thing we're going to replace is this spring in the kit, and it'll be the largest spring. Stock spring that comes on it is green. The Apex one isn't. So these are, as you can see, these are sleeves of some sort. As you can see, you have to hold this down and capture those cups. So most people put these in backwards. There we go. I think we got both of them. we finally got the spring cups out. Actually, we're working on the second one. There we go. Now you can take that spring off, throw that on. Push that down into there. Use this to help us out. Get those collars on there. We got one. See if we're able to just slide the other one down. Two. There we go. Sure if striker channel spring is the correct term for it. So this next part right here, it's coming out as the plunger. This is going to twist and pull out. Get that part out. Now this new one won't twist and go in, it just kind of drops in. Okay, I'm back. I made a dumb mistake of accidentally mixing the parts up, but I got it. Here is the new plunger spring, so put that in there. Apex uses white lithium grease to put in the hole, so that will have so it will sit there without moving. There we go. It's down in the channel now, and it is not moving. Again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this up, retain that collar, try to get that on as much as I can. There we go. Then that should just snap in. There it goes. Under spring retention. And our extractor spring has not fell out, but make sure to take extra care of that because that spring can fall out easily. So just make sure that you're paying attention to your extractor spring, because that will and fall out. I just was lucky. Okay. Our fight with the extractor continues. I tried a couple other things. I tried pulling this out again like they did on the actual install video for the Apex themselves, and it didn't do anything for me. This spring is just really tight. Again, when we're pushing the extractor really hard, there we go. Just work up some might, push in that pin really hard. I'm pushing that extractor bar real hard, and you'll get it. Once it's even with the slide, that's when you can stop pushing and let go, and that's when you can leave off with a roll punch and make sure you're nice and even. So you're all done with the slide. Just check for function on the striker. How you check for function is you push the plunger in, see the extractor coming out of the hole, push the silver thing down, and that's coming out of the hole. That's how you check for function without putting the slide back on and pulling the trigger. So next will be the frame, so we'll just cut to that part when I'm all set up. Just pound it out. ways, this is just the way I'm doing it. But we're going to take this out next. There we go. Everything just dropped right out of the frame there. So we're going to pull the frame aside, make some room for it. Now once you drop that all out, your spring's going to be dirty. So take that aside, take the new one, and make sure when you're installing that, make sure that your hook is facing up. So when it's being pulled like this, it's being pulled and it can't come undone. But if it's facing down, it can come undone. So take the smaller end that's not hooked, that's looped, it's just a closed loop, and put it in, line it up with that, and the hook is going to go like that. Make sure it's upwards. Okay, so back after fumbling with that, the only way it worked for me, for whatever reason, is I took the actual pin itself and kept feathering it, started from left to right,